I am live. Incredible. Yo, this fucking song is so good. Dude, this is so good. Hold on, let me actually make sure that the stream is working correctly. Okay, yeah, we're good. Oh, dude, they announced the second one. Yo. There's no options? Crazy. Ooh. Operator works with drones and high precision remote machines to perform complex tasks from a distance. Oh, fuck. There's only two. Oh. There's 3 classes, okay. Repairs and modifies automated systems. There's no custom? Okay. Is there only the 3? Yeah, okay. Photosynthetic skin. Sunbathed dice action allows energy recovery at home. That seems really good. Transfer intercept. Chance to gain cryo on interface actions. I don't know what that means. Chance to gain random scrap item on engineer actions. Oh, okay. I'm probably gonna pick this one. Use strength or strength of will. Oh, they do like interfacing with shit. This is probably fine. This is probably where I want to be. I don't know what cryo is. I'm assuming it's money. The first thing you become aware of on waking is the disconnect, the delay between thinking and feeling, between wanting to act and acting. Minor, almost imperceptible, but always present. It's at its worst when waking, when yourself has spent many dark hours recalling what it felt like to be real, to be a person, to be in a body that was indisputably yours. A leap into a cold lake on a hot day, the sting of blood welling from a fresh wound, the friction of a fingertip. All of a sudden, the memories are closer than you thought, blurring as you approach until you can't tell one from another. The cold slips in behind and around you, and the sensations fade out of reach. Perhaps you should be thankful for the dull nature of this new body, given your current circumstances. The walls of the container feel immediately present, cold, hard at your back and face, cramping your limbs. You resist the desire to stretch, knowing that the claustrophobia comes next, and retreat a little from your central nervous system. It isn't painful, not like you used to know pain, at least. In emergency mode, pain is a message delivered with efficiency and ease, a reminder that harm is imminent. There is no insistent throb, no trembling nerves, just a warning delivered with the banal quality of a digital notification. Right now, there are thousands of them. You remember there were 10 of you, 10 that could no longer stand the indentured work, the routines, the slow decay. 10 whose belief in their promised future was slowly dismantled day by day until they realized they had sold away everything that could and would ever matter. 10 that would escape or at least die trying. Some were lost in the shaft, others never found the meeting point. Only a few made it to the containers, but the freighter, as far as you know, left. That feels like enough to know that you might no longer be on that grim and heartless road. You might freeze solid long before you reach any destination. But you are restless. It has been a long time since you left, surely weeks, maybe months. You were dully aware of damage to your legs, your right arm. You have been reserving energy as much as possible, but your body has still needed to shut down many of its systems to protect you. And you have spent much of that time asleep, knowing that anything else would be impossible to endure. You feel the weight of that impossibility begin to gather. It is time to sleep again, to nudge this false body into inducing delta waves in your emulated mind, and once again recoil into a dream of when you were once a person. Time passes, the cold creeps further in. You feel something. Warmth, not true warmth, but the indication of its presence. Your joints release from the rigor, sound too, everywhere, screeching and shimmering so loud that your body ducks your hearing to protect its sensors. Then light, white as the cold, softer and softer until a haze of dirty yellow of figure appears. You are not. Whoa. Okay. Okay. It's been a few hours since Dragos pulled you from the container. You sit huddled in a corner of a scrapyard, swaddled in the reflective folds of a mylar blanket. You are slowly coming back to consciousness, back to life, and you stare at the ornately curving element of an improvised healer. You were surrounded by angular, incoherent lumps of ships. Wait, hold on. Let me do this. This should be fine. Yeah, that's better. Some corroded beyond recognition, others still carrying glassy wounds along their edges where a plasma arc sliced them apart. Here, wait. Also, let me grab the mic and do that. Are you all thawed yet? Never seen one of you come in like this. New frames must have better perseverance in sub-zero vac. Seen more than a few of you frozen solid to hull plates or inside outer locks in my time. Frozen solid to hull plates. Okay, my bad. They weren't so lucky. Dragos comes into focus. Shrouded in makeshift tech, his headset with its glinting eyes, the mark of a drone operator. On his shoulder, one of his symbiotically linked drones perches, its irising eye locking you with an unflinching stare. Last living sleeper that came through this yard was a while ago. They didn't last long. You struggle to read his expression beneath the tech, but he seems lost in memory for a moment, or perhaps he is just figuring out what to do with you. He ignores your question. I won't ask what led you to do it, to sell yourself to a corporation, and I suppose you know you can't go back. Your old body, that's theirs now, and you were just software. A rogue emulation illegally possessing a corporate property. You nod along. You remember biometrically signing the forms, the cold floor on your feet as you patted the sleeper cells. The promise of a life off-world, but as you do, you get the now familiar sensation that these aren't your memories. These are things you know, but not things you feel. You are no longer that person. You are an offshoot, a copy. What you won't know is what's ahead. At least the last one didn't. There's no easy way to put it. That body of yours is falling apart. It's the same for any sleeper who makes it out. S&R wants to protect their property, but if they can't keep a hold of you, well, then no one can. You remember that part too, or at least... Oh, fuck. There we go. Planned obsolescence, a built-in dependence on the regular administered supplements that were part of your routine. Stop taking them and your body begins to shut down. Separate from your emulated... Oh, God. Ow. Ow. Oh. Hold on. Yeah. Built-in dependence on regularly administered supplements that were part of your routine. Stop taking them, your body begins to shut down. You were one of the lucky ones. The eye is the best place you can be right now. The station. You'll see soon enough. Dragos impatiently shifts his weight. Look, I've got things to be getting on with. He trails off. There's an old freight container I've been using as storage out in the stacks. We haven't been pulling in much valuable scrap these days, so you are welcome to it. Something wells up inside of you. Emotion, fatigue. You shakily get to your feet. Alright, you head up out there. You look like you need some rest. And with that, Dragos stalks back into the wrecks. His drone's already converging on a rusting hulk. Plasma flashes silhouetting his spindly figure as he returns to work. Tutorial. Life on the Eye runs in cycles during which you can talk to characters, explore areas of the station, and perform actions. At the end of each cycle, you need to... Let me turn my mic down a little bit. Test. I feel like that's fine. At the end of each cycle, you need to head to your current home to rest. Resting will move time forward on the station. Head to the empty container location to rest and end the cycle now. Okay. You wake curled up in the corner of the container and begin slowly assembling the world around you. After all this time, you still find this body, the one you wake in now, strange and disjointed. Its message is readable but somehow wrong. You sit up, pulling the mylar blanket close against the cold. Here you are on this ruined station, millions of miles away from anyone you know. Are you still in the system? Did any of the others make it out? It's impossible to know. After all this, what matters? The colony, your indentured service, that's in the past now. No point in digging through the fragments. You need a path ahead, a way of keeping this failing body going. If you can keep yourself alive, perhaps you can find a way off the station and out of the system for good. Dragos has left a few comforts in the container. The mylar blanket, the bedroll you slept on, and a canister of water, a makeshift electric stove, and some faded sachets of some desiccated powder. You thumb the power stud of the stove and begin to boil the water. The contents of the sachets, sachet? It's probably sachet, actually. Smell like damp wood, and you sprinkle them into the liquid. As the pungent smell washes over you, images from your restless sleep come back to you. A ring, like the station, but skeletal and ghostly. A web of threads pulling at your skin. A constellation of bright polygonal shapes, like angular suns, burning into your mind. There's something unpleasantly visceral about these images, and it is long after you finish drinking before they begin to fade. You tidy away the stove as best you can and try to gather enough energy to greet the day. Oh. Your condition represents the current state of your body. It depletes by one segment each cycle, but can also be damaged by violence, injury, or lack of food. And will feature breakdown. You'll have to figure out how to recover your condition. Action dice. Oh, this is the condition, okay. At the start of each cycle, you roll your action dice. These dice can be used to perform actions on the station. The number of dice rolled is based on your current condition. The worse your condition, the fewer dice you have, okay? Once you have used your dice, you cannot take any further actions and must rest to recover them, ending the current cycle, okay? Seems straightforward. You also need to eat to survive. Oh my god. So many things. I'm kidding. You can refill your energy bar by eating, but first you'll have to find somewhere to get food. Your energy depletes by 2 segments each cycle. If it becomes empty, you will be starving. When energy loss becomes condition loss in your connection... Okay. Well, to deplete at a double rate per cycle. Oh, fuck. Okay. What do I do? Data. Items. Oh. I don't know what I just did. Dragos is standing in the corridor when you close up the container. He's still wearing his headset, and in the harsh light of the corridor, you realize it's implanted. Oh, fuck. A drone sits on his shoulder. Its cache of... Oops. Cache of sensor eyes rapidly irising. How are you feeling? The drone chirps. Dragos nods. You notice that beneath the operator's rig, his skin is marked by burns and blotches. I know the container isn't much, but it'll keep you safe. He pauses. So, I'm not going to chit-chat too long. You well enough to work? Look, I'll be honest with you, Sleeper. I didn't pull you out of that container out of the goodness of my heart. He looks away. At the yard, it's simple stuff. We hack these old holes down, sell them off to the shipyards or to the bright market dealers for cryo. Occasionally, we pull out some tech, something with a bit more value, but most of what comes is scrap. It's hard to find good hands here, but I figure as a sleeper, you'll be used to the manual labor, and obviously I'll slip you a few chits of commission based on what you turn up. He pulls out a small handful of metal bars. Air-rolled cryo, isolated from the market. It's what we use for trade out here. Okay. Look, I wouldn't usually do this. In my opinion, you'd best be suited moving on as quick as you can. And sleepers, well... But things being the way they are for me at the yard, I need the help. Why? Things are a little tight, that's all. I owe a little cryo to a client here or there. He pauses, thinking of something else to add. Look, just come down to the yard when you are feeling fresher. There's plenty to do. He nods distractedly and turns and walks away, the drone hopping along ahead of him. See you later, he calls back. Looks like it's time to get to work. Okay. I like the sound design. What's this? Low end gate. This looks important. Actions are the primary way you interact with the world of Citizen Sleeper. To perform an action, click and drag your chosen action dice to the slot. Actions reward you with clock progress, energy condition, or items, depending on their outcome. There are 3 types of outcomes. Positive, the action goes better than expected. Neutral, the action succeeds. The action fails. Oh, okay. So it's not roll to see if you pass it. It's roll and use what you have to play the odds. Interesting. Oh, there's not a back button? Actions display information with their type. Excuse me, sorry. Risk level and skill. And modifiers that apply to that action. Either critical or repeatable. Critical actions can only perform once. Risk. Safe, risky, or danger. No luster condition, energy, negative. Condition. Oh, wow. Okay. Skill. Skill that this action requires either engineer, interface, endure, intuit, or engage. Okay. E. Modifier. Some actions require a +1 to perform. Interesting. Okay. Safe, risky. Even the rustiest hole can hide valuable components and materials. Extracting them means cutting and carefully and skillfully. Oops. Can I look at the... I could do fast. Fuck it. Okay. Data? No. Okay, and input dice. Oh, I put... Okay, I see what's happening. A deck hold in. Back in business. -1. I'm just trying to get, like, all... I'm trying to understand everything that I'm looking at right now. Can I not look at my character? Options. There's no... Is there really no way to look? Huh. Alright. I mean... I'll... Okay, wait, hold on. I have to... I'm sorry. I have to keep reading this. Dragos is tied up in something ugly, and if he misses a payment or two, things could get nasty. Okay. These... Okay, I understand. I think I understand what's happening, what I'm looking at. Alright. Sure? Oh! It does tell you. 25. So it's a... Okay, that's fine with me. And then 50. It's just a straight 50-50. Oh, and you can only do one. Oh, wait. You can only do one? Okay, wait, hold on. It's going to take you to sort and cut your way through the towers of salvage, but you are no stranger to hard labor. Okay. I cannot believe I can't look at my fucking... Oh, here we go. That's kind of annoying that it's not just right there. So I'm +1 on interface. I thought I had just like a straight +1 already. I'm sorry that I'm taking so long in this. I'm just trying to figure out like everything, you know? Okay. It is kind of annoying, at least for right now, that I cannot see the, like, I only see the symbol, and starting the game immediately, I'm like, what the fuck are these symbols? Okay, wait. So this is... One more time. So, wrench, and then inside it was endure, which is -1. Oh, it fucking... I'm fucking high, sorry. It literally is right here. Engineer 0, endorse it. Okay, I am actually stupid. Okay, we're fine. I just want to understand everything I'm doing. And then this is... Oh, so this is basically a guarantee that I will pass it. Let's do this. Cool. Okay. Actions progress clocks. Clocks are displayed below the action... Okay, yeah, no. That I did extrapolate. Filling a clock means something good or bad is about to happen. Some clocks, such as the one tracking Dragos' dead, are cycle clocks. These clocks tick themselves once each cycle and can complete without player input. Any active cycle clocks will be displayed on the icon for that location. I'm assuming that's the symbol. Okay. Dude, this song? Fuck. And then what's a 1? Oh. Oh. Okay, objectives. More about yourself in the world. Drives guide you in pursuing specific objectives depending on which path you wish to take. You can track drives, and any tracked drive will place a yellow marker on locations. Oh, awesome. As you access your drive menu via the arrow button at the top left of the screen. Okay. Try tracking a drive to help you survive. Look for food to keep your energy up and a way to recover condition. Fill clocks to progress stories and find new opportunities. Remember to end cycle. Okay, when you're out of dice. Oh. Okay. Let's back up. Oh, this is fucking rad, dude. Oh, there's a lot of places I can go. Let's see. Fight a doctor. Yo. Active. You need to access corporate pharmaceuticals. Okay. Sick. Explore the market, ask for directions. Oh, I love this. Oh. Okay, wait, hold on. Why is this giving me a yellow when it doesn't seem to be anything related to finding a doctor here? Interesting. Interesting. Dog watcher having... Okay. I just need a couple more, like, another minute or two to, like, understand. So this is not local knowledge. Oh, no. This will help me find a doctor. We're good. Why wander when there are hundreds of people that live and work within the Bright Market? All you need is the courage to approach them. The smells, sounds, and buzzing activity of the Bright Market make it a dizzying place to explore the market. I think that's actually probably a better option. Oof. That's brutal. Let's do it. Oh! Okay. Can I do it again? Oh, I can. Oh, fuck, I have to do it 3 times. I understand. Okay. Okay. Oh, that's fucking gnarly. Repeatable action, critical action. Okay, let's do that. So I'm going to pass it either way. A man corners you with endless stories about the eye. He asks for a donation, and desperate to escape, you hand him some cryo. Okay. Okay. So I found a doctor. Next comes the call from the enforcer at the door. You shuffle down the flickering hallway towards the open apartment door. You keep your head down and your shoulders high in the queue, trying not to bring attention to yourself. You were thankful for the tip-off that a doctor was operating out of this place, but now that you are here, you aren't so sure. The gang enforcer on the door, the flickering light strips, the decaying hab block, they all have made the long queue a test of your nerve. But your options are few, and without a supply of stabilizer, this body, your body, will... You suppress the shiver and shuffle forward to the front of the queue. You try to find something to distract yourself. The enforcer is looking down the corridor as you dare to glance with him. His purpose is unmistakable. He is there to intimidate, to threaten, and if necessary, carry out those threats. His broad shoulders are framed with a metal... Dude, this fucking music? Are you kidding me, bro? A couple mirror-like implants sit below his eyes like mercury teardrops, subsidiary sense input, or aesthetic markers. You aren't sure. Oh! You also aren't familiar with the geometric blade-like tattoo on his arm, but you make a note of it. You avert your eyes when he looks back at the queue. After a few moments, a figure pushes through the doorway and you catch a distant voice. Send the next one up. Send the next one in, Shiro. The enforcer jerks his head and you slip inside, passing through the dark entryway and pushing through the plastic sheeting on the far door. The room beyond is bathed in warm light. A floor-to-ceiling transparent panel gives a full view of the bright market's sealed roof and the buzzing traffic above, and for a moment, you are transfixed by the motion. Come, sit, calls a sharp voice, and you see a silhouetted figure turn away, replacing the plastic sheeting over the frame of a simple folding bed. You make your way across the room. The figure turns, and as they do, you see an expression of confusion flash across their features. They open their mouth as if to speak. They blink, and then quickly regain their composure. Please, sit. They gesture towards the bed, then turn into an open case of tools on the table. You sit. Sabine turns, a compact diagnostic scanner of some kind in their hand. They hold it to their eye. Remain still, please. Their tone is clipped and businesslike. You stare ahead, still dazed from the expression when you first entered. Fear, recognition, sadness, unmistakably etched across their face. How long have you been on this station? They ask, the scanner still to their eye. A few cycles. They nod. It's good you came to me. They set the diagnostic scanner on the table. I'm going to start by assuming you don't know anything. They take your arm and roll up your sleeve, inspecting your synthetic skin. Your body is dying. They say it without ceremony, without drama, but not without empathy. SNARP doesn't like to see its proprietary technology let loose, to prevent bodies like yours, frames as they call them, from being stolen, repurposed, or in your case, escaping. They built in a process of so-called planned obsolescence. Frames decay rapidly when not regularly injected with stabilizer, one which SNARP remains the sole producer of. They look up. Sound familiar? How do you know this? They shift in their seat. You aren't the first sleeper I've encountered. You wait for more, but they go back to their inspection. They swap to your other arm, running some thin metal device over your skin. You feel your forearm tremble. I'm sorry, Sabine says, and you are unsure if they mean for the cold touch of the metal or everything else. Emulations like you, sleepers as most people you, aren't classified as people in any of the surrogate systems. You have no rights, no status. They focus hard on the inspection of your arm, and SNARP has no reason to release stabilizer into the market. Sabine looks up as if to apologize again, but they stop themselves. I know little of this is of use to you. They turn away, disassembling the metal instrument and cleaning it. Silence fills the room as Sabine works, and then the silence gives way to tension. You stare at their back, willing them to say something, anything. Sabine turns to face you. I may be able to help. They sigh, and you see the darkness under their eyes, hear the fatigue in their voice. They gesture towards the door. You saw Toshiro outside? You nod. He works for my benefactor, Yadagan. They are influential in the lowland. They give me the space to work, run the door, and take the profits. At the same time, I have to fix up their enforcers, tend to their implants, sew up their wounds. They look out, and then up, and they look away. But Yadagan has connections. Smugglers from the Starward Belt. Mercenaries working for the corporations on Ember. If they can source the stabilizer, maybe you'll have a better chance. Sabine sets down their slate, their notes complete. This is dangerous, and it'll be expensive, but I think we can do it. Why the fuck are you helping me? Sabine walks away to the window, their face dappled by the shadows of passing drones. Let's just see if this works first. I'll let you know when I have a lead. You nod and leave. Sabine still staring out, unmoving. When you reach the lower level of the market, you look back up through the panels of the roof to see if you can see their face. But the room looks dark against the lights of the market. You duck your head and walk off into the crowd. Okay. Oh, I need fucking food, dude. Memphis is busy, his broad face uplit by the makeshift gas burner in front of him. With precise, delicate movements, he lays thick chunks of marinated fungus into a dented wok, his other hand idly tossing a metal bowl of sliced vegetables and some red-flecked dressing. The smell is incredible. You watch as he fulfills a set of orders, heaping the fungus with the bright salad and depositing it in plastic trays. A stack of chits rattles his apron pockets as customers file past the burner, handing over payment. You join the queue. It's mostly made of off-duty salvagers, vac suits, unzipped and rolled down to expose stained vests, grubbing mods, a lattice of scars and tattoos. They discuss the best foods on the eye, the best drink, comparing notes on bright market dives, their words cut through with heavy spacer slang. Eventually, it's your turn, and you shuffle to the front. Memphis speaks in a deep, even tone, without looking up. First try is free. The smell is almost unbearably strong as he cooks. The earthiness of the fungus laced with something so spicy the smoke makes your eyes water. The heat from the burner is like a bonfire, and your skin hardens in its glare. I know you, you sleepers. Emphasis. I keep saying emphasis. Emphasis says while he cooks, his voice deep but clear. A hard life, a lot of stories. He glances up from beneath his cap with piercing eyes. I know. Tell him a story. You begin to tell him about your journey to the eye, and he nods as he cooks, his eyes never leaving his wok. You tell him out of the confusion, the pain, but also you tell him of the confusion, the pain, but also the sense of possibility and its sudden arrival. You tell him of the cold and dark of the container and the endless cycle spent within it. Now it seems you tell him like some dream that you once had but can never forget. You tell him that the eye excites you and scares you, and you are unsure where to walk, where to look, what to do. Eventually, you tail off, running out of words. He places a plastic tray of steaming fungus in your hand. Next time we talk. Next time we can talk some more, he smiles. But next time, you pay. He slams a heavy hand against the button on the burner side and it shuts off. The roar of the flame and its impressive heat fades. Next time, then, sleeper. He waves you away and begins to oil the wok. Before you turn back the alley, you notice the geometric patterns of circular scars across his forearms, each surrounded with a constellation of glinting pin marks. You walk away, and as you do, you take a bite of the rich, spicy, delicately sweet fungus. Your taste sensors light up like a fusion reactor. You'll be back. Great. I have 0 upgrade points. How do I get upgrade points? Okay. That's actually 0. Okay, hold on. These all require dice, yes, okay. Do I have any money? Oh. I have 9 cryo. Cryptocurrency stored in air-walled sticks of memory known as chits. Data. No. Items. Okay, yeah, so this is... I can't do anything here. $60 cryo. Okay. Okay. I probably shouldn't do this, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to go home and reset my dice. This time you don't wake up. Instead, the ghost of the station. That shifting skeletal ring surrounds you. For a moment, you are gone, absent from your own body, stretched out across a colorless void. Then the connections begin to establish themselves, threads tugging on the edge of your mind. These threads become vectors of exchange and then extensions, as you feel your thoughts slipping away down them, dissolving into the millions of distributed nodes they connect to. You see the station. No, you feel the station, like a web of texture in a smooth black liquid. You find a point in the station, and you connect to it, pulse through it, follow loops, and pass under and around it. You touch more points than you have fingers, and then you try, in a moment of impulsiveness, to connect them. The flow passes through you so rapidly that you feel yourself being carried with it, splitting and separating, eddying and gathering. I almost thought that said edging, and I was like, wait, what? As you do, things occur to you, things you can't possibly know. You reach out, try to grasp them, try to touch them too. You notice a tugging feeling pulling at you insistently, as if it were a small child. Somehow it is pulling you in 2 directions at once. You look down. All of a sudden, everything shuts off. You come back trembling into this unfamiliar body, both yours and not yours all at once. You find yourself standing in the container, eyes now open to the dark steel walls. You feel a change within you, a shift. You close your eyes for a second and you feel it waiting there. The station splayed out across your mind. A storm of connective nodes waiting to be explored, and then it's gone. Fuck, I only got 2? I rolled pretty alright though. Let's see, what other... Get to know Emphas. Build a ship mine. We're talking of a fabricator owned by the Ord Exchange, and with that, a few fragments... Sure, let's check that out. That's... That... Oh. Huh. I rolled pretty fucking well, actually. I can't do either of these. This steel dock plans. Okay, This one's just risky. The rotunda of the old docks is filled with passageways and concourses leading to all kinds of docking bays. I just want to look at all my options, dude. So I've got actually quite a bit of time on this. Let's just... Oh, it's filling up. Okay, we're fine then. By the word exchange of a few fragments, you can build a ship mine core. Okay. Yeah, I mean, let's just do this, I guess. Oops. I don't have enough money. Okay, that's fine. Let's... I guess... Orb fabricator. Fuck off, please. Thank you. Oh my god, I'm fucking high. I'm sorry. You could build a ship mine core. Okay, well... Toggle tracking. Okay, I just need to... Okay, yeah, that's this. So I just need money. Okay, so I guess we have to do this. That's fine. Yeah, let's do this. Risky. I mean, pretty good odds. Sick. Let's do it again. Push my luck, baby. Okay. Negative outcome. I still got money. That's fine. Alright. So now, let's go... How much money do I need? Oh, that much. Okay. Let's fucking... Fuck it. Ooh, okay, sick. Leave. I got a fuckload of money. Let's build a ship mine. Oh, I used all my dice. What am I thinking? Is that really a fucking whole, like, turn? That's crazy. Oh, he didn't affect it. I should have gotten food. Again, the skeletal ring of the station fills your mind. It sparkles with glittering lights, like stars reflected on a winter lake. It is clearer, crisper than before. The threads still pull, but you remain in place, flickering in the flow. Between the threads you see shapes, caches of simmering light beneath the transparent crystal forms. You follow the path of a thread across the ring, through these forms, and then leap off into the void. You begin to understand. These are nodes and connections, a map of information, of communication. There are so many layers, so many loops that it almost seems impossible to parse, but you begin to try. The nodes are glassy, bright, but in all this flow, the only solid and fixed points. You approach one, a pyramid or a triangle. Dimensions are difficult here, and lean close to it. Inside, shifting layers conceal a tangle of threads, a meeting point of exchange. But before you can glimpse any further, the glass clouds and hardens, cutting you off. The threads and nodes, passages and puzzle boxes. One leads to another. There is so much here, so many answers, so many questions. All you need to do is follow the paths and open the boxes. You look out across this ghost landscape of exchange and see an opportunity. Can I go? Oh man, so nice. Something that annoys me, one of the very few criticisms I have about Disco Elysium is that you can't read the whole conversation. You can only scroll up like just, I don't know, like 30-40% of the entire conversation. I hope you can actually scroll up the entire convo in this game. But then that insistent tugging again, pulling at you. You look down and see two lines, two threads pulling in different directions as if they were tied around you. The first thread leads out, away from the station into the inky black. Someone out there is tracking you, hunting you, following the thread to you. They are in a ship, and the ship is approaching ever closer with each cycle. Great. The second thread leads you in, pulling deep into the station. Your gaze follows it, and this time you see something, a sphere shimmering above a strange, angular body. A pulse shoots out from it, passing over you like a torch beam, testing you, tasting you. You open your eyes. Time is short. Great. Fuck. Okay. The cloud. You can now access the data cloud of the Eye, a network of decaying protocols and data caches. While there, you can use dice and items to access systems and extract data. But be careful, these networks are old and strange. You click the I button at the top. Toggle this view on and off, okay? Whoa. What the fuck am I looking at right now? Whoa. Oh, what? Okay, whoa. Data actions allow you to extract data from the networks of the Eye. They work like dice actions, but in order to unlock them, you must match your dice to the one displayed on the right. Okay. If you have a +1 or +2 modifier in the interface skill, you will be given more possible dice to match. You can use any dice that matches the dice displayed. Once unlocked, the data can be extracted. So, I see. Okay, so this +1 is making this. You can do a 2 or a 3. I got it. Okay, that's fine. I cannot do that. Keynode. I cannot do that either. Can I do this? 2 or 3? No. Okay. Oh, there's a lot of these. 1. No. No. Okay, that's fine. Build a ship mind. What does a 6 do? Holy fuck, that's insane. I'm starving. I need food. Give me some food, bro. Triple energy? Fungus fan. Emphys doesn't trust people easily. Okay. I am maxing this shit out, dude. leave. Okay, awesome. Gain access. Engineer, endure. How do I get upgrade points? Probably, I'm stupid. I gotta finish quests. Are none of these interface? Hold on. I want to see one more thing real quick. Do these... Are these interface? Yes, these are interface. Okay. You might be in. As a newcomer, you can only gain favor by grabbing a load of materials and asking the nearest yard hand where to take them. Okay, well, let's see. I don't think I can do any other objective right now. I guess I could just keep buying food, but I could maybe lean towards this. Even with the negative, I still get money. Great. Okay, let's bounce. Let's do... I'm so fucking tempted. Yeah, let's do this. Trusted trader. Oh, that's this. Okay. Excuse me. No. Okay, dog watcher, yeah, I want to fucking... Let's do this. So now what? Oh, wow, okay. Hey, you. Want to earn a chit? Ankita? Ankita? Hold on, I'll be right back. I need a drink. returned. Okay. Make it 2, dude. Ankita laughs. This goddamn station. She sighs and pinches the bridge of her nose. Alright, come here then. You cross... Public service announcement, by the way. Coors non-alcoholic is absolutely fucking fantastic. You cross the docking concourse as she begins to split the plating into 2 bundles. What is it with this place? She asks, as she angrily lashes the massive plates together. Everyone wants their cut. She straightens up to an imposing height, her armor plates creaking, and looks you up and down. Or is it that you all think I'm an easy mark? We all need to survive. I get it, I do. She shakes her head. But if I could just go one cycle without some jumped up grifter trying to take me for an idiot, then that would be nice. And Kita hoists 1 bundle of plating onto her shoulder. Come on then, enough chit-chat. You've got to earn those chits. You struggle to shoulder the plates, but you do eventually. Ankita gives you a look. Ship's this way, and she sets off down a gantry at impressive speed. As you catch up to her, she turns down a passage, pushing through a small crowd of Steve doors? What the fuck is a Steve door? Why are you doing this to yourself? You mean, why aren't I hiring those good folk? She nods back to the Steve doors. I paid haven't gauge enough. They are currently rinsing me for a mooring I can't vacate unless I either fix the Amberges or sell it off as scrap. Is that your ship? Oh. Well, that answers that. As you trail behind. Excuse me. She got cut up pretty bad on her last job, and I had to moor up here for a spell. But since then, it's only gotten worse. Someone got in and sliced the core of her ship mind, so now she's gone dark. The upshot is that I'm short 1 ship mind with a ton of repairs to do, and the rest of the crew signed off the moment they got wind I'd been stranded. So yeah, it's been a time. I'm bleeding chits every cycle, so I need to get off and fast. And Kita swings the plates from her back, almost knocking you over in the process. This is me. Okay. You're the first person I've met here who might actually be considered helpful. She pauses, chewing her bottom lip. Look, you want to help? Come see me. I need a hand putting Amber back together, and you don't seem like the type to try anything stupid. She passes the bundles of plates through the ambergris. Oh my god. Ambergris's outer lock, and then turns back. Just don't go spreading all this around. And Kita throws you a couple of chits. She gives you a parting nod and ducks through the doorway. Alright, get out of here. Sick. Damaged cutter. Grimy spacer haunt. Data. Get a drink. Oh yeah. Give me that. Oh. Oh, whoops. Fuck! I thought that was gonna go like in my inventory. Alright, fine. I can't do that. I'd have no dice. And that's gonna start next cycle. Okay. Oh, this game's fucking rad, dude. Oh! As you close, a voice echoes down the corridor towards you. Sleeper, wake up. Feng is coming down the corridor towards you, a wonky grin on his broad face. Hey, glad I caught you. It is kind of weird that I just inherently know their name. Probably a plot point. You do now. He puts a hand on your arm. I've seen you hanging around, just want to chat. You staying in that thing? He nods back to the container, shaking his head. Rough. It can be hard to get a start on the eye. He looks away down the passage. What was it old Erlen said? The eye opens for us all? Nice idea, but well, not always very practical. We do our best, but it isn't easy. Who's Erlen? You pass together into the main walkway. No one has told you about Erlen? He's the founder of this place. That's why it bears his name. Havengage? Havengage. Should organize some seminars. He laughs. Not really my department, though. I'm with the systems. Everything the eye runs on. Everything the eye runs on. He runs a hand along the passage wall. This place is a ruin, but systems keep it spinning somehow. At least we try to. He stops you in the quiet passage. Look, that's not what I'm here to discuss. I saw you around and, well, I know a little about you sleepers. I have a little proposition for you. He glances around, but this is not the place for it. I have an office just across the way. Give me a cycle or two to prepare. Then, when you are settled, stop by. He lowers his voice and gives you a dark look. In truth, I need you. If what they say is true about you sleepers, well, there's work to be done. He pats you on the back, his voice bright and his dark look suddenly gone. Stay clean, sleeper. Oh my god. I fucking love non-alcoholic beer, dude. It's crazy. It's actually so good. It's fucking delicious. Okay, that's ready. Let's see. I mean, let's see what happens. The first thing you see is on entering is the glint of Toshiro's implants, like a cat's eyes, in the dark of the corridor. He nods you in as you arrive at Sabine's door. The entryway is still dark, and you push through the sheeting into the surgery. I have it. Sabine stands with the case open in front of them, a set of vials lined up inside, separated by foam inserts. They pick one up, rotating it in the warm light. I have no idea how yet again. They trail off. We should treat this with caution. It looks authentic, but I have no idea if it is really what it appears to be. I'm the test case? That seems to be the case. Unfortunately, I'm not sure if we have another choice. Okay. The stabilizer works under a simple principle to an immunosuppressant in a transplant operation, in that it stops your body from rejecting the unfamiliar part of itself. In the case of your frame, the unfamiliar part is each of your biosynthetic organ groups, which over time are identified by your body as foreign material and therefore must be eliminated. However, unlike immunosuppressant, the stabilizer doesn't do this by limiting your entire immune system. Instead, it re-encodes your biosynthetic organs with new protein chains, which act as passcodes within your immune system. The stabilizer refreshes those passcodes, keeping your frame from rejecting all its own organs. Which means the stabilizer should be able to encode any organic or biosynthetic matter to be accepted by your immune system. At least if the stabilizer is genuine, the only way to know for sure is to inject the vial. I will start with a small dose to limit the risk. How sure are you? I'm working with the best guesses here, but the case, the vials, it looks authentic. Sabine cracks the glass neck of the stabilizer vial and uses the syringe to extract a fraction of the liquid. They tap the syringe and you watch as if any sign might emerge from the clear liquid. You barely feel the needle, your frame registering the initial injection but with little response. A sensation begins to spread from the site, a fizzing, trembling wave that disperses through your arm with incredible speed. Your vision goes white, and when it returns, Sabine appears encased in shards of sparkling light that slowly fade into darkness as you settle back against the bed. You swim in darkness, muffled noises, like an argument heard from underwater, prickling waves of cold. When you sit back up, Sabine is sitting in a chair by the window facing away from you, backlit by the glow of the slate. Awake? The stabilizer is genuine. They sit down beside the bed. I don't know how Yadigan acquired the case of this stuff, but they did. She looks troubled, distracted. You should rest some more, but you were going to have to do that somewhere else. They gesture towards the door. I have other patients. Sorry. Sabine nods towards the case. I'm afraid I can't offer you any more doses. You are going to need to pay for your next dose. Silence fills the room, and they return to their glowing slate, looking around the room. It seems different somehow, as if things have been moved or shifted. You wonder how long you have been out. Nothing comes free, sleeper. Remember that. You manage to get on your feet and wander out into the hallway. The queue stretches down the flickering corridor. Oh, excuse me. Toshiro stands impatiently by the door and fixes you with a glare as you leave. You lower your eyes and you stumble past, somehow faintly aware of the station spinning beneath you. Oh shit. Oh. Man, I rolled like shit. Oh, let's see what's going on in here. Sure. Bypass. Oh, man, okay. Damn, alright. Data. I remember seeing something with having gauge. Can I use this? No. Okay. Yes, let's do that. Is that the only spot? I'm assuming it is. Yes. +1 is pretty good. So I'm going to succeed on this. Oh, fuck. Action unavailable. Okay. Okay, I got one thing left. And I can't do this. I succeeded. Why? Huh. Akina needs all the help she can get with the ambergris. Pockmarked with damage, the hull is a good place to start. Okay, how much time does what's-his-face have? A couple more cycles. Okay, yeah, let's try doing this. Let's see. Oh! Oh, okay, I understand. I understand. These two are linked here. So this affects both. If I get a negative, this one happens. This, and if I get a positive here, this still triggers. Okay, we're totally fucking good. Let's get some fucking food. That's a lot. Oh, okay. I was not expecting... Actually, wait. Yeah, I was expecting that to fill 1 bar. I'm very happy that that fills 2. Okay. Well, let's go to bed. Sick. Oh, man, dude. What's this? Whoa, 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 whoa. Okay, hold on. That's that. Buy some scrap. Free crew are eager to get their payload. Help them. And what's... I understand that. Okay, we're good. Okay, so this is going to be here for literally ever until I empty its hull. What's this? Okay, I'm super chilling that on that. Okay. Let's do that. Okay. Oh man, these take a while. Let's see what's going on here. Sleeper. Fang catches your attention as you approach the have-engaged building, leaning against a bay door to the side of the entrance. You approach. Easier to come in this way. Security, all that. He gives you a look. You know. He slams a button and the bay creaks open, blinking lights in the dark behind it. You follow Fang inside. Truth be told, I don't spend that much time upstairs. This is where I work. The door hisses as it closes behind you. The bay is filled with pieces of hardware, all rigged up to the generators and diagnostic slates and places. And Jesus. The bay is filled with pieces of hardware, all rigged up to generators and diagnostic slates and things you don't recognize that glow with blue screen light. There is a chorus of hums that blend into a single wave of static, filling the dark corners of the room. You like it? It's kind of sick, dude. He smiles widely. I thought you'd say that. He taps a nearby server stack which bleeps in response. This is my treasure trove, all dredged up from this sea of systems we call the Eye. You wouldn't believe what this place runs on. He steps over to a towering block speckled with vents. Some of these systems are built from the original station, AE-1. I actually don't know how to pronounce that, or what this is. The one Solheim built. We've had to invent new components, repair things we've never built, reverse engineer entire subsystems into existence. Residents here look up at the Eye and think they are seeing a concrete reality. But this place is a system in constant flux, decaying and growing, collapsing into new configurations. He walks down between the hardware stacks and you follow. We are keeping this place alive, but also remaking it into something new, dragging it away from those corporate origins. At least that's what I'm trying to do. He turns back to face you among the flickering machines, humming all around you. I know you can see this too, Sleeper. All these systems and sections. You can, can't you? Do I trust him? He did get super fucking friendly with me for literally no reason. I don't believe you. How do you think I found you? You were like a beacon, lighting up the systems that surround you, accessing them without even knowing. You glance at the lights around you, and as you do, they seem to flicker, to realign, to follow your gaze. Fang notices it too. I'm guessing being a beacon isn't always ideal when you are on the run, though. They are tracking me. He pats you on the shoulder. Maybe I can help with that. There's a lot of old growth in this place. Subsystems I can't see. Access protocols lost to time and decay. Secrets. A shitload of secrets. With your help, I can unlock this place. Break off those last ghost limbs of corporate control. He lowers his voice below the hum. Even in having engaged, there is old growth. Those whose roots trace back into those bad old days. So you help me dredge up the past, and I'll see what I can do about that tracker of yours. He winks. I'm in. Fang pumps his fist and claps you on the shoulder. He meets your eye. You won't regret it. Fang passes you a ragged metal tab. A gift. He smiles. It's a Solheim cipher. I dug it up from the depths of the station. Slot that into an old network gate and you'll be able to pull out all kinds of secrets from the nodes inside. He walks you back to the front of the bay. Start by bringing me whatever you can turn up. Use that emulated mind of yours and see what's out there. Let's get a picture of how things are. Those above, he nods at the ceiling, have granted me an acquisitions budget. I can pay you for whatever useful data you bring in. I know you need it. He slams the door button again. Keep it quiet and keep it clean, Sleeper, and I'll see you soon. You step. Blinking, back out into the passage, those flickering lights still in the back of your mind. Okay. Whoa. Extract the past. What's this? Oh, it's okay. Wait, hold on. Aha. 2 or 3. Oh. As you drift back from the node, something latches onto you. A thread. Strung tight around you, it tethers you in place. A taste. The voice makes you shiver. Its source somehow both distant and close behind your ear. You see a distant glint of light shut off, and then suddenly a shape at your side. It stalks around you, circling like a shark, like a wolf.
Entity unknown. Astringent. Processing. Please hold.
A thread around you thickens until it is a ring, a cylinder, a tunnel of light circled around you. It is blinding for a moment, and then it is gone. As it fades, you see a figure, a creature in front of you. Its strange head flickers between different angles, reading you. The shape paces around you on lithe legs, though there is no ground here to pace on.
Entity identify. Origin. Serial. Cadence.
The figure faces you expectantly. That's gonna fuck me. Unknown, known. I'm not gonna keep doing that. The figure's strange head rotates, brackish signature of and not of, attempting interface. As the figure speaks, more threads begin to spiral from its head, thick, snaking vine-like ribbons that flex and wave. They approach with intent. The figure halts its threads, its head twitching. Entity, your identity is unknown. We only seek to correct illegalities. Can you confirm your legal right to sentience? Incorrect. You are an entity. All at once, Hunter's head is directly in front of yours, blocking your vision. You stink of their taste. The one from the sealed dock. Hunter shimmers with fury. I will find access. I will interface. An entity hides in the rotunda. You are its puppet. Hunter extends a razor-edged thread. I will not be diverted from my task. It glows with murderous intent. You lash out with all your force. Not a physical strike, but a focusing spike of interference leaping out like the tip of a spear. Hunter stumbles, shifts, separates. You open your eyes, blinking back into the station light, shaking with fear. Interesting. Let's see, what's this do? Neutral, okay. So I lost that. Gate says 7. Access. Oh, that was just must be all these. Oh, it can be a 2. Oh, interesting. 3 or 1. Hey, hold on. Okay. Let's fucking go. Boom. I'm stable as fuck. Hell yeah. Great. Let's get 15. Yeah, fuck it. Let's and I fill up my stomach and I talk to Emphas again. Okay. Now what? Aha. Okay, I'll be right back. Hold on.